ourselves as a never-ending source of information. Sure, most of it may be useless to everyday life, but hey, when you're an old man like me and have nothing to do but watch Jeopardy, you can be that guy at the nursing home. All right, wait a minute. The old guy? All right, I'm going off record here for a second. Mark, are you kidding me? Tell me when's the last time you went jumping out of airplanes or going down zip lines at incredible speeds, huh? Sitting behind your desk typing away. Writers. Jim is a doodlehead. What? Now somebody's messing with a teleprompter. Good grief. Anyway, before we get started, let me give you a fact that we all know to be true. Top 10 Archive is a channel everyone should be subscribed to. And if you're not, now's the time to do so. Have a fact you want to share. Do so in the comments below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Old man, good grief. Sorry.
Number 10. Dogs see in black and white. So it may not mean they're great competition in a friendly game of Twister, but the belief that dogs only see in black and white is now thought to be a fallacy. How can someone tell? It all came down to behavioral tests. Jay Knights at the University of California used 3 light panels of 2 similar and 1 differing color to prove that pooches see some range of color, though it's said that their vision is still limited to blues, grays, and yellows. Number 9. Apples are the forbidden fruit. Even if you're not a religious person, you likely know the story of Adam and Eve. In the retellings, the original sin stems from the eating of a forbidden apple in the Garden of Eden. The fact of the matter is, however, that the fruit was never really said to be an apple in the Bible, though apples are mentioned in Scripture. The mix-up is thought to come from the Latin word for evil, mali, which appears in Genesis chapter 2, verse 17, and the word for apple, mala, which appears in Proverbs chapter 25, verse 11. Number 8. You can't wake a sleepwalker. You may have heard at some point in life that waking a person that's sleepwalking could be dangerous or even fatal, while waking a sleepwalker the wrong way could lead to an unfortunate scenario. You certainly can, and probably should, wake up somebody that's sleepwalking. Depending on the person, you should be able to gently guide them back to bed, or, if that doesn't work, try to wake them with loud noises from a distance. It's important to remain calm and collected, as they're likely to be confused when they come to. Number 7. Lines on a solo cup are used for measuring. According to popular belief, the lower 3 lines of a red solo cup are intended to measure the standard serving sizes of beer, wine, and liquor. While it sounds like a neat and practical reason for the design, it simply isn't accurate. First of all, a standard shot of liquor is 1.5 ounces, and beer is usually filled beyond the 12-ounce line. Not that I would know, of course. Don't want to take my word for it? Well, the cup's manufacturer, Dart Container Corporation, was happy to put the rumor to rest by claiming the placing to be purely coincidental. Number 6. Ostriches bury their heads in sand when scared. We've seen at least one silly image of an ostrich with its head buried in the sand. It's said that they do this when they're scared. But let's evaluate that for a second. Ostriches are large, growing up to 9 feet tall. What are the chances they'll be designed to cower in fear rather than try to intimidate their attacker or even use their incredible speed to escape? So, what's really going on in these strange images? It's more likely an optical illusion caused by the large bird's relatively small head. Or it's simply a male digging a hole for the nest, which is usually dug 3 feet deep and 8 feet wide. Number 5. Carrots are a miracle food for your eyes. The next time somebody tells you to eat your carrots because they're good for your eyes, drop this little truth bomb on them. Carrots don't have some miracle ingredient that fixes eyesight, and the substance they do carry that can help your eyes, beta-carotene, isn't exclusive to carrots. Tomatoes, spinach, lettuce, and many leafy vegetables are known for their beta-carotene composition. Though carrots have a decent beta-carotene presence, unless it's carrot juice, there are many vegetables with a similar amount per serving. Number 4. Touching a frog or toad gives warts. Ew! Fear not, kiddos. You can touch all the frogs and toads in the world that you want. Except this one. And this one. And any you'll find in this list. You may have been staying away from our four-legged amphibious friends in fear of getting warts, but that's just not something to worry about. Warts are really the product of a human-borne virus, human papillomavirus. So maybe frogs and toads shouldn't be touching us. Number 3. Waiting 24 hours to file a missing persons report. Ever watch a movie that involves a missing person? At some point, the protagonist, or some stereotypical donut-loving cop, says something to the effect of, "We can't file a missing person report for 24 hours. While we don't take our life advice from Hollywood, it's a trope that's been used so many times, it must be true. Except that it's not really true. While some officers may be able to smell a waste of time report from a mile away, in genuine cases, they're unlikely to advise you to wait 24 to 48 hours. Countries like Australia and Canada even recommend filing a report immediately. There's also this theory that undercover police officers have to tell you they're a cop if you ask them, which, big surprise, isn't true. They can lie to you, and no, it isn't considered entrapment. Number 2. Chocolate causes acne. As a teenager, or for those just entering their teen years, you may hear a lot about how chocolate will turn you into a veritable pizza face. The next time someone says it to you, though, you impart this bit of wisdom on them. According to Dr. Ava Shamban, a Los Angeles dermatologist, there is little evidence that supports this. The issue stems from a diet rich in sugar and fat, which increases sebum production and leads to acne caused by your body's inflammatory responses. So go ahead, Augustus Gloop, have that occasional chocolate bar. Number 1. George Washington chopped down a cherry tree. I cannot tell a lie, Pa. You know I can't tell a lie. I did cut it down with my hatchet. The irony in this passage from Mason Locke Weems' George Washington biography is almost too much to handle. The story of Washington and the cherry tree is a favorite fabled tale intended to paint a young Washington as a fine, upstanding individual. But there's quite a lot of chatter about the validity of the claim. Though Weems wrote about it, it's believed that the cherry tree segment is not an actual moment in the late president's life, and was more so intended to paint Washington in a more heroic light. Thanks for watching. What are some other tidbits of info you once thought were true, but turned out not to be? Let us know in the comments before you leave to explore these 2 additional videos from Top 10 Archive.